So for album number 2, we're really trying to, you know, get our clean tones as sick as possible. Jonah and I really want to take our time and experiment with the sounds and, you know, use whatever we need to make it sound as good as it can. So, you know, we tried out this guy. We really wanted some of the electric clean parts, you know, really Iron Maiden clean sounding. So, got the Strats going, you know, neck pickup, Univibe, and chorus pedal. Keep it really old school. We got the 12 string going for parts. Stairway. No stairway! Denied. Yeah, got the 12 string going for parts. We got the classical. Get some cool classical parts just to mix in. We got the regular acoustic. Yeah, when you record each guitar 10 times and layer them, it starts to sound pretty good.
Yeah, recording acoustic, you know, kind of feel like a grandpa a bit, you know, but you gotta like wear headphones and it's really quiet and you gotta try and play it perfect because there's like a microphone that you're playing and you gotta turn off all the fans and it's cold, so you turn off the heater because there's a fan and oh, recording, oh.
I've been watching a lot of Hell's Kitchen, so I get that kind of interview. Okay, totally, so for sure. So I'm recording right now. I'm recording Forces right now, and these bass parts are really fucking hard. Like they're really hard. Holy shit! The action's a little bit higher than I'm used to, but that's okay, because you know. Well, originally I was going to be playing bass with the pick on this album. I transitioned, no longer a man. No longer a man. Yeah, I decided to play this album with just I was playing bass with a pick for a while, for a long time, probably like the whole time. And then this album I decided to play with fingers because a lot of my favorite bass players they play with fingers, like Steve DiGiorgio, the guy from Suffocation, I'm pretty sure. Kyle played the bass originally on the first couple albums with fingers, so yeah, I wanted to kind of keep that going, and just like I didn't really want to change the style much. I'm even using the bass that he used to record the other albums, so you know, sounded really good so far. I'm really happy with it. So. I can't feel my fucking fingers after playing 8 to 9 hours. My fingers they have rocks on top of them. Like the skin is a rock. It's fucked. You want it to be. It's the like, you know, the foundation of the music, drums and bass. It's like the low end, it's what gives stuff the power, so you want it to be perfect, so. Some of the parts are really tough, some of the parts are really melodic and catchy and fun to play. So, well, it's all fun to play, but some of it is really hard to play. So, yeah, it's a challenge for sure, big time. We just finished the Invicta bass recording, and I'm all fucking tuckered out, and I'm ready to go home and eat some fucking food and smoke some weed and pass out. But the bass recording went really well, honestly. Like that was really good. Sounds really good, sounds good, and when things sound good and are played well, it all comes together and sounds even better.
One thing that's, you know, I love about Kyle is that even though we haven't been able to play a show for a year, he still dresses every day like he could play a show. Just shows up here, be like, are we playing a show? And then me and Steve show up and we got our fucking perfectly executed track suits on. So, yeah.
See, you know, I started dressing like I'm going to shows all the time. Because that's just how I dress, okay? That's just, you know, 10 years ago when I started dressing like this, I saw, you know, Gary Holt and all those guys, they just look so sick on stage, and I'm like, I just want to look like that all the time.
We just spent the day setting up the drums. a lot of pissing around with the drums. You got to do the microphones and the skins and getting everything set so that the sounds are right. We're gonna reskin the kit every song. We're not gonna do that. Well, today was a successful day. First started with us getting here and probably a homeless guy ripping off the fob thing to get into the building. So me and Jonah had to try and get in. Luckily someone was here already. Crushed a couple songs today, a couple blast beats. Feeling pretty good. Just starting this record. Yeah, and then we were sitting here recording for a bit, and next thing we know, Jonah's car's getting broken into. So we had to stop, maybe a little lull, talk to some police, and continue tracking. Okay, so I mean, the guy didn't actually break into my car, but what he did do is try and break into my car, and he busted the door handle right off the fucking door, so now I can't get into my back door. Luckily it wasn't the driver's door, else I would have been really pissed. Anyway, the cop seemed to be really nice, and then he looked up our band on Spotify and went to listen to it in the cruiser, so there you go. So we got 2 done today, basically 1 done yesterday, so we're on the road to success. I'm not one to complain around here, but my neck hurts, my back hurts, my knees hurt, elbows hurt, my wrists hurt, don't forget my ankle, so I also wouldn't be alive for this stuff. Voltaren.
Flip it around, flip it around.
Voltaren. Arthritis. Basically helped me get through the day. Sponsor me, Voltaren. Because I wouldn't be a drummer without you at this point. Hopefully I get a little time to recover before the next round, so good luck. Let's see, drum production. I guess the approach is to actually have a drummer play the drums on a real drum kit. I guess a lot of professional records don't do that as often anymore, but some of the microphones we got, I'm using an SM7B on the one hi-hat. Yeah, I got some Rode NT5s for the overheads, and for the ride, and for the opposite hi-hat. 421 floor tom, you know, it's pretty standard stuff. You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of bands record the cymbals separately, and then they take them off, and they record the toms and the snare, and then they'll record the kick, and they do it all in stages so that you don't hear cymbal bleed and the toms resonating through all the takes and stuff like that. But we're just trying to do it kind of all in one take kind of thing. Just the whole song, the way it would actually be played without separating it out and basically turning it into a programmed drum kit. Well, we just wrapped up the drums for the new album. I'm pretty stoked to hear it all pieced together with all of us, and yeah, it's pretty tough, honestly. Lots of blast beats, lots of fast thrash parts. Yeah, this album was definitely like pushing myself to the boundaries. I'm not a big guy that does lots of blast, so this album we definitely tried to change that. Add some fast parts, add lots of blast beats. One of the hardest things for me on this album was I'm an idiot, and I chose to buy new pedals right before we recorded this, and I had to kind of adjust the feel and kind of feel how these pedals were different than the ones I had before, so kind of took some time to get myself playing these songs right and properly, but I'm stoked how the final project came together, so can't wait for everyone to hear it. So for the album I chose my Los Cabos brand sticks here, the 55 ABs. These things just feel perfect and really good for getting those blast beats for me. So I just really like the feel of these sticks, and
I always go with the white hickory, so they always seem to last for me a little bit longer than most sticks. So Los Cabos, use them. Probably just one of my favorite tracks was Forces of Annihilation. I'm really stoked for everyone to hear that. It really comes in with a punch, so hope you guys will all enjoy the new album. Hey, you look really excited.
There.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Started over already? Okay, well, take one is over.